Okay, the death of Superman. This is the 2018 DC animated universe version. Now this takes place within the DC animated continuity, so that means we're in New 52 era characters. Now this one pulls a lot of other things together. It's not just the Death of Superman arc, because we have different superheroes. Now we actually get to see Doomsday actually face someone like Green Lantern. A really good sequence against Wonder Woman, Flash, Hawkman, and Batman. If I've got a minor complaint, is that Batman held his own incredibly well against Doomsday. After Doomsday has demolished quite a few people, as well as like Cyborg as well. And but I like the way Doomsday was designed, and as he was fighting Superman, they really pushed the constant evolution aspect, so he actually got bigger with more and more spikes on him. And just giant, snarly monster of destruction. Oh, and I forgot there's a Martian Manhunter as well. He doesn't do as much as I wish he would have. But, so that aspect was done well. They do the right amount of small moments. And of course, I'm not going to, no, another thing was fun. So, he does die, they do the funeral. But they do just the right amount of small moments. From the way he's helping somebody during the fight, to the way the funeral is done, to the way his death moment is shared across the updated worldview. A lot of good emotion there. It kills it in small spots. The small spots are fantastic. I do have one major complaint. Rainn Wilson voicing Lex Luthor made very little sense. I hear him, I'm like, oh, Dwight is Lex Luthor. That part makes sense, but he doesn't have that ferocity to him. He's missing that slight edge. Probably because I've heard his voice so often, I associate it differently. But not the strongest voice actor for it. Now, I will say, another thing that I was not a fan of, but I'll say I like it, is when the film proper is done, you have to get through all of the credits. There are numerous post-credit scenes. Now, they do just the right amount to bring in other story elements. There is the Excalibur expedition, which leads to a specific scientist, one Hank Henshaw. They do bring in John Henry Irons. They do mention Cadmus. They do a good job getting those things set up. And of course, your post-credit is getting through, like, oh, here's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. But again, it is the updated New 52 versions of them. All in all, this was fantastic. And this really almost made me go, had they played their cards just kind of right, and had built the Justice League live action, and had, like, the second movie be about Doomsday, so Doomsday facing the whole Justice League, and then with the way the world had fully embraced Superman, would have felt that much more impactful when he would have died. And then, of course, I would have absolutely loved to have seen them do Reign of the Superman in live action. It would be a tough thing to do, because either you try to do one incredibly dense 2-hour film, or you have to have, like, dropped hints in previous films. Or it would have been a guy working for LexCorp named John Henry Irons. Or Hank Henshaw going off into space. Or mentions of Cadmus. I mean, you have to do certain small pieces here and there to really set up to a fantastic sort of sequence like that. But Helps was done well. Again, you have to look at through this isn't the old trade paperback. He's taking on a better Justice League. I'm sorry people are going to get upset, but the fact that when Death Superman happened, the Justice League that Doomsday fought was Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, Fire, Ice, Yellow Ring wielding Guy Gardner, Maxima, and Bloodwind. I left everybody out. I mean, that was a team that he fought. They lack the gravitas of seeing Doomsday battle a team like Wonder Woman, Hawkman, Cyborg, Martian Manhunter, same as Bloodwing, Green Lantern, Flash, Batman. There's a vast different depth of teams out of those two. So I thought it was done well. I will also say out of the two, the original one just had more of that Bruce Timm style to it. Will always have a place in my heart. So that one was done really, really well. And plus with that one, if you bought the special edition, it had by far some of the best episodes of Superman the Animated Series.